Have you ever been offered by your friends to try something that you have never tried before, like alcohol or drugs? Well, I think that's too extreme. How about skipping a class or staying in the canteen when the class begins? Or how about when your friends suddenly look at your paper during a test? Then, what is your reaction? Well, good morning everyone. My name is Rafaela Jolie Chesya Miracle. I'm standing here today to deliver my speech about how impressionable teens are. But first of all, let's say thank you to God Almighty because of His grace, this event can be held. Secondly, I want to say thank you to the judges for giving me the opportunity so I can stand here to deliver my speech. As we know, sometimes we couldn't hide from such things like that, from friends who gave us negative pressure. This juvenile of delinquency mostly occur in adolescence. Therefore, we have to be clever in choosing our friends. As I mentioned before, we will always converge with friends who give us negative pressure. In this circumstance, peer pressure refers to the pressure or influence of friends, peers, and classmates on the way they think and act. In fact, peer pressure comes up in two different ways. The first is based on the question that I have been mentioned before, referred as direct peer pressure. It means that the pressure proactively influences teens to behave in a certain way, such as when your friends hand you an alcoholic drink, or when your friends suddenly look at your paper during a test. The second is indirect peer pressure. It is subtle and not always obvious, but it can still exert a strong influence towards teens that are impressionable. For the example is when teens overhears friends gossiping about another people and then treat that person differently. We will always converge with friends who give us negative pressure. So, how to avoid the negative peer pressure? First is be selective in choosing our friends. We will always want to feel comfortable in our friendship, right? Because if we are in the right friendship, we don't have to be the same as our friends so we can feel accepted in that friendship. Instead, all we have to do is be ourselves. The second is occupy your time with worthy activities. By keeping yourself busy in positive things, you don't need to care about the negative things around you. The third is develop your self-confidence. Because if you have low self-esteem, you will get easily affected by your bad peers. And for the last is be brave to say no. Because if you get affected by your friends who have negative pressure, you have to confidently say no for them. So in that way, you can get off from that. Furthermore, I'm going to tell you how healthy friendship can be formed. Healthy friendship can be built from each other's behavior, such as trusting each other's, forgive each other's mistake, respect each other's boundary, be loyal, kind, respectful, be a good listener, show that you care of them, and don't forget to appreciate yourself. If you and your friends do all the things that I have mentioned, I'm sure your friendship will be long-lasting. As teens, we are easily get influenced by everyone around us. We are impressionable teens. But know that you're special and different from the other. You don't need to copy other people so that you can feel confident, but just be yourself. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my speech. I hope we can take a good lesson from it. And I want to ask forgiveness for any words and behave which are not supposed to be. Thank you for your kind attention. Have a great day.